Hello, dumbass. Today we're going to be remodify the lamp because in my previous video I show how in my previous short video I already show how the lamp run, but now we have serious consequences. This lamp doesn't run, and I know it's the carbon wear out. So now I replace the carbon, it's not even get run at all. Piece of... Alright, so don't be too angry. Maybe it's my power supply problem. Let's check it out. When I turn off that shit, you still plug it in. Never handle high voltage. You know this carbon arc lamp, you know this vintage carbon arc lamp that exposed metal. So that's the problem that kill people. Doesn't matter. And this reflector and this lamp reflector always keep messing me up because it always fall down and short the circuit. Overheat my ballast. Alright, so we cannot be stuffing this piece of garbage in my asshole ever again because I hate garbage. So now we're going to get rid of some. But wait! We have extra fluorescent ballast. We can use it. So like this ballast, later we're gonna be add more power to the circuit so we can get this thing run. Alright, so first we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure the carbon rod that stay in perfect shape. After all, it should stay in perfect shape because this will let them run. There you go. So if this still not work, so for this vintage lamp, we actually need to stabilize the thing, but we forget that. Alright, so now because I made a lot of mistake around this piece of wood board, so now hard to stabilize the carbon rod. For this, I would like to readjust the thing. So to readjust it, we need to remove the screw. Although these are wooden based piece of crap, so it is adjustable recently. So you just put it closer to that another carbon rod so it make contact perfect. So it should be like this. And for the matter effect, we need something to block UV light. Although we can use a glass container, but it doesn't use that purpose. But we have older lamp. Older lamp seems to be have a metal reflector because they need to reflect the light to the position they want. And sometimes this piece of crap metal bus bar just want to stay on. So this metal reflector will be added to the circuit. So because of the metal, you can see they are solid like this, so we cannot step around. Because when the metal look like this, we need to bang it a little bit, so it will have more light. It will be more better. So there we go. We need the metal to reflect. There we go. This is our flat metal we need. Actually, I can use a carbon zinc battery carbon rod to make a carbon arc lamp, but for this purpose I don't need because these rods are too big. They need the battery power thing because my power supply are variable type, so it cannot generate the power I need. The only short circuit until the ballast just humming. So it's a piece of crap. There we go. So I know no people can control me doing dangerous stuff at home. Okay, let's shock it. Okay, good. Turn it off. And now we're gonna make sure it can generate an R. So make sure the power supply can supply energy to generate an R. So let's try it out. Okay. Oh yeah, it's smoking. Alright, so this is definitely bad because they have the coating on it. So now since we finished, we're gonna fit the reflector. So the reflector might need to be at the back here, but for some reason we can just reband the shape because I want to make the shape just like that. And for this is a lamp, so it should be have a proper secure. So now I should glue this to the base. So now I think me, Baja Lightning, can glue the base. We use the very dangerous super focus freaking glue for the reflector. Okay, stabilize. Now we need to open the glue. Ooh! It start to leaking. Shit. Alright, so don't touch my hand because this glue is very hazardous and very dangerous. So now we also need to put in front. There we go. Hazardous glue, you cover back up. I don't want this stuck on my face because this is very dangerous and also highly flammable. Definitely. It's a chemical reacted glue. And it's also a fast dry glue, as we say. And look at this project. So this is actually a lamp. But not yet because we need the glass metal on it. Because this for some carbon array they can generate ultraviolet light. The reflector definitely touching the piece of shit. Now we should let it secure. So, and thankfully I saw the connection was the metal reflector was touching the shit. So don't let metal reflector touch your shit. After all, they will have serious consequences. Now we need to stick that metal reflector, and or else if you saw that, or else you can have serious consequences. Because you can touch it and you get a shock and you die. So don't touch high voltage. You can actually injure and die and cause serious pain and injury. Alright, so here we go. This is the final projector light. Bow, bow. Look at that. This is an 1800 cover art lamp. See? Beautiful it is. So now when we finish, we need to connect it up. But for this older lamp, they need a Pacific pass. Listen to me, we need the specification for this piece of shit, So you can use this one, a copper rod for the lamp, but we just use a small version one because it's only rated 100 watts. So although my power supply cannot generate that much voltage, or else we actually can light it up. So now we can make a projector lamp. So first we're gonna do is we're gonna wait the glue to dry, because if the glue not dry, the spark will set the whole thing on fire. You know, these glue are highly flammable, so so although metal reflector are highly specialized, they are specialized item. Alright, so the carbon arc lamp should have a container, but this is just a mini version. It doesn't care about. But we can put the ballast, like what are these at the bottom. So this lamp will be act as a 220 volt lamp. But the ballast should be supply enough voltage for this piece of garbage. I don't know. I haven't tried that before. So this need the inductor. So I need the inductor to draw the current that needed. Alright, so the reflector is already tied up. So the reflector is tied. Alright, so we need the glass container. So the glass container is used to protect serious problem like freaking radiation, UV radiation, because cover arc lamp without the glass actually heat can generate that radiation. Although the light is purple, that's why they glow purple. That's why they rely a glass on top. But for me, I don't have a glass. I think I have the glass. Let me find a glass. For some reason I don't have the glass, but I have a useless bottle, so maybe it can cover the radiation, hopefully. Although they're not going to cover that much because this is a tiny homemade carbon arc lamp. What disgusting with this. Alright, so need to add the better shielding for the lamp because this can emit radiation. Definitely strong and radiation, not normal radiation, you're gonna know. But I'm gonna let the lamp to accessible because they always break open when it's like striking an arc. So now, are the glue dry? Let me fucking see. Should I do this? Maybe just use this plastic cardboard. Touch a... Okay, not dry. Oh, it's not dry, but it doesn't matter. I need to get this shit to run. So anyway, we need to get this shit to run, or else we have serious consequences. Right? If this thing has not run, we have serious consequences, huh? Alright, so very angry. Quite disappointing. I want to see this lamp to run until they fail. We can end this video by 1 minute. Alright, so part 2 video is a result. So maybe. So I will get back.